In this video, we will take a look at some of the other functions within our customer database setup. As in previous videos, we're able to find a list of all customers by hitting Find. We can search by first name or last name or any other configurable fields that we've set up in order to search by. In this example, we'll take a look at one of our existing customers. We can see information about first name, last name, card codes, and their account information, as well as existing account balances. We can also see information about notes and other details about this customer. If I go to the Other Info tab, there's also additional information available about addresses, expiry dates, and a number of other pieces of information can be found here. I can also suspend the customer account from the Customer Status tab. A suspended account is useful in cases where a customer may have left temporarily and will be returning or may never be returning back to the system. When we delete a customer from the system, this is a permanent change and can only be reversed with the assistance of our support team. We can also go to the Transaction Info tab to view information about this customer's transactions based on a start and end time. As we can see, a list of transactions has appeared, both for single transactions as well as table grouping transactions with other customer database entries. We can also view additional details about this customer from the customer account grouping at the top. Within our customer account group, we can select on our customer and we can take a look at their account status. This is currently an active account. However, I can change that from active to a closed account or a suspended account. Both function in a similar way, preventing any charges being made to this customer's account at the POS. From my Account Transaction tab, I can see information about charges made to the different accounts on this user. As we can see, different charges have taken place on the 3 different accounts available. I can also add funds or remove funds manually from the back office to each of these account types. For example, on the alcohol account, there's a balance of $21. I can go ahead and do a new entry and choose to do a credit of $21 if this person has come and paid off a balance, let's say. I'll go ahead and save this entry, and as we can see, their new balance is now 0. They're no longer working on that charge account with a negative amount. It is strictly gone into a 0 balance, working again back into negatives. I can also run reports from within this section for this customer by selecting information from the drop-down about the kind of report I would like to view. In this case, I'm going to go ahead and choose a customer transaction detail report. I can go ahead now and generate this report for my customer and choose a name. Once I've chosen the name and hit OK, the report will generate for me on screen. I can also save this report locally to my computer in a similar way to saving reports. I'll go ahead and hit Export, which will export it into the cloud. And then I'll hit Open. This is taking the report from my session and putting it into the cloud back office. I'll hit Export a second time, and now I'll select on my report and I'll hit Download from my virtual screen, which will pull this into my local computer. I can now view this in Adobe or any other PDF viewing application. I'll go ahead and hit Cancel at this point and close out this report. There are numerous other reports available, so please do take a moment to explore this section and find the reports that work best for you to provide the information you're best looking for. The last tab that we will look at is the Adjust Meal Plan Allowance. If you need to manually adjust a quantity of meals that a customer has available to them, you would do it from within this tab. However, it must be working with an applicable customer type. In this case, these are all inclining and declining balance accounts, so none of these will allow for the changing of a quantity of meals. However, let's take a look at the account we created on a previous session. And as we can see, this is a 3 meal per day account. I'm going to go ahead first and hit Select Date, and I'm going to select our today's date. I'm going to take our per day, and I'm going to do a manual update. In this case, I'm adding a positive amount of 1, which will put 1 meal back into the account starting now. What this means is that this is only going to happen for this period. When the reset takes place for this account, be it daily, weekly, or monthly, that adjusted amount will disappear. So it's important that that meal be used up during the selected time period. Another section we can take a look at is the advanced search feature up here. When I go into the advanced search feature, it brings up a customer query dialog where I can look up information about my customers by their customer type, by status, or by any other type of information available to me on this screen. So for example, if I would like to find a list of everybody I have in the system that currently is using an extra charges account, I can select this search, hit OK, and now as we can see, my list has been reduced for the number of users shown. And as we look through all of our users on our Customer Info tab and within our Primary Info tab, we can see extra charges accounts are set up, whether it's a primary, secondary, third, or fourth account. All of these users have an extra charges account put on for them. In our next video, we will take a look at how we can manually link a parent and child account together in the case of husband and wife accounts or for education facilities with parent and child account setups.